Hey babes, we're live. Happy last day. Apologies, it's 3:48. I'm 3 minutes late. I was trying to type out the title and the homework. All right, so I've absolutely loved having you guys here. I finally got enough sleep last night. I slept for like 12 hours after barely sleeping at all this week. I've just been so excited. Like, there's so many breakthroughs happening, so much positive energy, and I just absolutely love helping you guys. So thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me. I hope you've learned a few golden nuggets that you can take away. Like I've mentioned in the previous videos, we're just scratching the surface here. Like, this is very, like, we're going through, I think I went through 2 to 3 out of like 7 of the steps of manifestation to you. Plus there's all the inner work and other things, and there's so much more to it, but I hope you've been able to at least take away something from this where you can start taking action now and start seeing results. I feel like many of you that are really listening and applying what the homework is, you guys have gotten results. And I want to shout out to Alexis because she's been kicking fucking ass and manifesting all the money. Guys, I feel so good. I went for a beach run and slept forever, and yeah, it's just an amazing day overall. So I do want to briefly touch on day 4 since I didn't go live yesterday, since I really needed a self-care day. Just wanted to talk about a couple quick things. I'm just pulling up more of my notes about releasing control and surrendering. So the first thing is you have to be open to what you want coming in multiple ways. Like, you can't be attached to it coming in one specific way. So it doesn't have to come through your job. It doesn't have to come through your online business. It can come in so many different ways. Like, I think I have like 7 streams of income right now, just because of like following the things that I'm in love with talking about and doing that in a way that I can help people. But like I've told you guys throughout this week, I manifested $15,000. It was either 13 or 15,000 last year from a 401k that I forgot that I had. I manifested like probably $50,000 in other ways last year, like through other people or through getting things for free or whatever. So you have to be open. And like I mentioned in the video about how you don't have to work harder to make more money, let me give you guys a specific example. Hang on a second. I'm trying to organize my shift. I actually talked about this on my Instagram stories today. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, go over there because I share tips every single day on Insta stories that I do not share here on Facebook. But basically, I worked about 6 hours this week, and it's not like I was being lazy by any means. Like, I was putting so much energy into this group for you guys, and I was recording the moon readings and the 29 forecast readings, and also working on my wellness coaching business. But I had to rest a lot because I barely slept this week, and I had a self-care day. I went out with a friend on Wednesday night to dinner in this Rachel Hollis movie. But my normal like work hours, I would say, is about 20 hours a week. And I make a full-time income beyond the full-time income with my coaching business. But the thing is, again, you don't have to work smarter or you don't have to work harder. It's about working smarter, and it's about alignment. Alignment is the most important thing. So to make a long story short, I barely worked this week, but I have all kinds of people messaging me that want to sign up with my one-on-one law of attraction coaching, or they want to get my manifesting course. I signed up new clients at the beginning of the week when I was barely working. So you do not have to work harder to make more money. And I was actually just listening to Abraham Hicks when I was making my food a little bit ago, because I'm going to Abraham Hicks tomorrow. They're coming to LA, and you guys, ever since I learned about Abraham Hicks in 2016, I've been so desiring to go to one of their events. So that's amazing. But I wrote down something that they said, or typed it down, what they said in the video I was listening to today. Effort brings mediocre return, and alignment brings astronomical return. So you could work really, really hard working for someone else or even for yourself and still be stuck making less money than you want to. But if you focus on your alignment and get your vibration right, like we've been talking about all week, you can do like I've been doing the last month, working less than I ever have, but making more money than I did most of 2018. All right, I actually want to edit the title of this So we're going to talk about today how if you focus on the money, it must come. How to make this happen quickly, what's next, how you guys can keep learning, and more. And for your homework today, you're going to share in the comments below how you are going to continue this practice daily so you can manifest all your financial abundance as soon as possible. This could be getting a course, this could be one-on-one coaching, this could be accountability with a friend, working out, anything that helps raise your vibration, helps get you past your blind spots, helps you learn about things that you don't know about so that you can keep moving forward. Because like I've been telling you guys throughout this week, this is a daily practice. It's just like our muscles, our brain's a muscle. We have to work on it every single day. All right. So let's talk about how if you focus on it, it has to come. And I'm just going to talk to you guys about when I manifested the $13,000 from my 401k last year that I forgot that I had. So I had a few slower business months last summer, like I mentioned to you guys, more slower than it was in a while. And it's interesting. There's so many reasons behind that, but basically I had to change how I was doing things because the old way wasn't resonating anymore. So I needed a certain amount of money just to be able to keep my apartment. Like when I say keep my apartment, I mean like pay my rent, which is almost $3,000, pay all my other bills and all of that. Like I have many expenses at the moment. So I didn't know how it was going to come because that month, like I said, I didn't bring in as much money as I was used to. And I just kept saying this, somehow I'm paying my bills. I have no idea how I'm going to pay them at the moment, but somehow it's going to come. And it's best to focus on a specific amount. And if you write down what you want these certain things for, like right now in the next week, I'm working on manifesting $11,111. And I wrote down all the things that I'm going to use that money for. And it's like you have to do it with fun things too. It can't just be to pay your bills because you're going to be less motivated to work towards the manifestation process if you're not doing some fun things with it. So if you just sit there and you focus on somehow this money is coming, you have to get your energy there. So imagine if someone handed you, I'll just give you guys my example. Someone handed me that $11,111 check right now. I would fucking like start jumping around. I would dance. I would like text all my best friends and like send them a voice message and be like, oh my God. I would go shopping. I would do this. I all have all of it written out. I already know that it's coming. I already know what I'm doing with it. So you have to step into the energy of it. And if you don't lose your belief, even at the last minute, if you have no idea how it's going to come, if you don't lose your belief, the universe has to send it to you. That's the law of attraction. That's how it works. But what literally happens to everybody, and this is why you don't manifest what you want and don't manifest more money, is because you stop believing that it's possible. You know, let's say you set a goal to make it happen by midnight on Friday. Today's Friday. It's 4 p.m. here in LA, almost 4 p.m. Even if it was 11:55 p.m., my goal was midnight, and I still didn't have that money yet, I would have to keep believing to the last minute. And even if it became 12:01 a.m. and the money still wasn't there, if I still kept believing, the money would come in. It has to. So the way that you make this happen is by the things we've been talking about this week, keeping your vibration high. This is why working out and food, like I talked about the other day, is so important. I talk more in my manifesting course about how to get your vibration high and how to match up with what you want. But essentially, if you just match up to that vibration, it will come quick. And you have to let go of any limiting beliefs behind it. The universe wants to give you all that you want. You're the only one that's in the way because of your lack of beliefs. So let me just look through my notes. I actually think I feel like I just have to keep it kind of brief today because there was a lot of stuff that we went through this week, and I gave you guys 2 videos to listen to yesterday. I'm just trying to see if anything else comes to me. Really, the biggest thing for you to do is literally clear out anything that's telling you that you cannot get what you want. So a lot of that's going to be, you're going to have to stop listening to what other people say. You have to stop taking on other people's limiting beliefs. When I was having that month where I was going through some slower business times, I had people be like, oh, well, you could go get a part-time job to make the money real quick. I was like, fuck that shit. Like so many things, like, oh, you could drive for Uber. No, fuck that shit. I will make the money. I will find a way to get the money. So you have to not take on other people's limiting beliefs, because anytime someone gives you advice, they are giving you that advice from what has worked for them and their life and what their limiting beliefs are. So stop taking on people's shit. This is going to take a lot of clearing from your life, clearing people, places, and situations, because literally all of that shit, that is what is clogging up your vibration and your energy, and that's what's stopping you from getting what you want. So focus on those limiting beliefs, focus on creating new stories around it, and you have to practice it every single day to start getting results. Because again, you are the only thing that's in between you and the money that it is that you're desiring. I think someone's on live, so say hi in the comments below if you are. So that's the lesson for today. It's pretty brief. It is Friday. We have gone through a lot this week. I'm actually going to drop a video in the comments below for you guys to watch if you want to know more about this, because there's this one really good video that I listened to a few weeks ago about how you can manifest money like quickly in a week. And it's basically all the same things that I just told you guys, but hearing it from a different perspective could be helpful too. It's just being in the energy of money. Like in this video, I just put it in the comments below. She talks about, like, she has checks. Like anytime someone gets her a check, she keeps the checks and she keeps it in this like booklet. And this is kind of old school. It's like from 4 or 5 years ago. She just looks at that check, all the checks, to, it's basically showing your brain that like money is always coming to you. And when you know that money is always coming to you, there's nothing to worry about. So it's getting in that energy again. Like I told you guys earlier this week, I set affirmations on my phone to go off to say money flows to me easily at all times. I am abundant, like whatever your affirmations are. All right, so like I said at the beginning of this video, we really just scratched the surface here. I didn't even go through all of the steps. We went through like 2 to 3 out of 7 of the steps of manifestation. So on Monday, I'm going to go live for you guys and tell you about what is next. And I have different options on how you can keep moving forward through coaching, through a 21-day manifesting course, and other things that I'll share about on Monday. But if you had any breakthroughs in here, can you imagine what could happen if you worked with me for more than 5 days? And if you had access to coaching with me, to have someone help you past your blind spots. And I know the most important thing for me, like this is why I buy online courses. This is why I have hired coaches for the last 4 or 5 years when I didn't even have the money to do it, but I put that intention out there and the money manifested somehow. Like that is why I did it, because being in their energy, being in that energy of someone who believed that I could do it when I didn't believe myself, that is what took me to where I am today. I would not have been able to do it by myself. And we are all powerful. We do have within us everything that we need, but again, it's not going to work if you have all these limiting beliefs there. So it has changed my fucking life to work with coaches and to be in courses. Like I listened to the manifesting course that I bought on money a year ago. I listened to it all the time. And that course was like over $2,000. But literally, if I wouldn't have taken that course, I wouldn't have manifested all that I did in the last year. And I was able to get through some tough months and came out of 2018 stronger than ever. So let me just look at my notes. I feel like there's some other things I was going to say. Again, if you guys haven't gone through the homework yet or like applied it, then you're really doing yourself a disservice. And like the thing that is holding you back from what you want is saying that you want to do something and then not taking action on it. So this could be not doing the homework in here. This could be not doing the videos in here. Like you're not going to get what you want if you don't take action. Like that's part of the equation. That's one of the biggest parts of the equation to getting what you want. And I know that there's a lot of people that I've talked with that are in this group that have wanted to get one-on-one coaching with me or wanted to get a course, but they say they don't have the money. And I'm not saying this to be a bitch. I just got to give you some real tough love. Like that's never actually fucking true. It's never fucking true. Because we all find a way to make money or to make time for what we truly want. So instead of saying you don't have the money for something or the time for something, just admit to yourself that it's not a priority to you right now. And that's fine if it's not. You know, maybe you're focused on some other things, or maybe you have some fears. But those fears and saying you don't have the money and saying that you don't have the time, that is what is blocking you, and that is what's holding you back. every time when I purchased that course last year, and when I bought like 2 packages of coaching at the same time and spent around $6,000 that I didn't have at the time, that was scary as fuck because I didn't know what was going to happen. But I knew that if I just did something different, and if I put this money down and invested in myself, then that would be the accountability to push me to work harder and get results and move past my shit. And like I said earlier this week, the only thing that you need to do to work with me and get results is be willing to see things differently and be willing to dive into your shit. So many people aren't, though. Because honestly, like I said a second ago, we make time and we make money for what's a priority to us. Think about if you can't pay your bills. We always find a way to pay our bills. We always find a way to figure it out if it is a priority to us. So don't say you don't have the time. Don't say you don't have the money. Say this is not a priority to me. I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier this week. I think I did, but there is an event that's going on this weekend. I decided to go to the Abraham Hicks event instead, but that was going on. There's a few other things I wanted the money for that I didn't have at the moment because I needed money for other things at that moment. But I was like, fuck no, I'm not going to let the fact that I don't have the money in my account now hold me back from doing something I really want to do. Because the original event I was going to go to tomorrow was with this business coach that I've been wanting to work with for the last couple of months, but I just wasn't making it a priority or focus. And I said, fuck this, I'm getting out of my own way. I'm going to find a way to make the money or to manifest the money. You don't have to just manifest it through your job or your business, like I said. But I was like, I'm going to figure this out. And then when I found out Abraham Hicks was coming this weekend, and I had been wanting to go see them for years now, I was like, I'm figuring this out. I don't care how much money it is. I will find a way. And like I said earlier, if you are committed to it, if you decide I'm tired of this, I want this, even if I don't have the money now, the money will come if you believe that it will come. And all of that money came to me so easily. It came to me in a way without me having to force or manipulate or control anything. Like I told you guys, I've worked 6 hours this week, and I've had all these people contact me that want to be clients and sign up to do my course or sign up to do coaching with me. Because I kept believing, because I didn't manipulate or control it, because I surrendered, because I believed I was fucking worthy of getting to this event. Because I want to get to the next level, and I want to help thousands of other women to be able to create the life I've created. So in order to do that, I have to get out of my own way, and I have to decide I'm worthy of the change. And like I said, I don't remember when it was, but I said this sometime this week. If you do not believe that you're worthy of whatever it is that you're working towards, you will block the manifestation every single time. You don't have to know where the money's going to come from. And if you try to figure out the how, it's going to block you every time. But if you really want something, if you really want to work with me, if you really want to work with another coach, if you really want to buy a course from me or from another coach, if you really want to go to an event, whatever it is, you can find a way to make the fucking money. You have to stop telling yourself that lie, because saying that is holding you back. And it's not just holding you back from working with me or another coach or going to an event. It's holding you back in every area of life, because you're telling the universe, you're signaling the universe, I don't believe I can make more money. I don't believe I can manifest more money. So like I said earlier, on Monday, I'm going to come back and talk to you guys about what's next and how you can continue learning more, because we only went through 1/4 of the steps of manifestation here. Hi, Alexis. What's up? So yeah, I've loved having you guys here so much. And again, I went on that little rant because I really strongly felt guided to. I'm not a good coach if I can't get out of my own fears to sound like a bitch. And I have to help you. Like sugarcoating stuff or saying, oh, I understand you don't have the money when that's not actually fucking true. That's not being a good coach, because that's not going to help get you out of your own way. And you can be pissed off at me if you want to, but I'd rather you be pissed off at me and have a shift than me to shrink down and you not have a shift because I was afraid of sounding like a bitch. So anyways, I'll be back Monday to tell you guys what's next. I've loved having you in here, and I really poured my heart into this group. I know without a doubt that I gave you guys so many things through this week that you can start applying and seeing results. But this is just the beginning. Like, don't let yourself stop yourself here, because like I said so many times, this is a daily practice. If you stop working on this, you're going to stop seeing results. So have a beautiful Friday night. I love you guys so much. Let me know your biggest takeaway from today's video, and your homework again for today is to share in the comments below how you're going to continue this practice daily so you can manifest all your financial abundance as soon as possible. Love you guys so much, and I will get back to all of your comments, and I'll see you soon.